Has someone ever given you such hard questions about Christianity that you don't know how to answer?
My morality is epistemically grounded in empathy, not in a metaphorical sky parent.
Well, today we're gonna be learning how to answer them. Whoa! Oh! It's Alex O'Connor!
Did someone say Christianity? It is I. Alex! Oh! Con. I shall walk to the chairs. I can't run, or else I'll cause these ants gratuitous suffering. I gotta be careful. My first claim is that the existence of God is made unlikely by suffering.
Whoa, there's a timer here. There's even a flag. Whoa! You're giving me a flag? For what? Hey, come on. You wanna fight? Oh, another flag. What the heck? Okay, I guess I'll just have to answer the question then. Why would God allow an innocent child at the age of 4 to suffer of cancer?
Hey, that's a hypothetical that I use.
Well, you know what, Alex? I believe God created a universe with laws that allow for emergence of complex life through evolution. Processes in evolution include competition, mutation, biological systems that can malfunction. If there was no laws, it would all just be miraculous intervention, and there would be no rationality behind all this natural laws. And we won't be able to understand.
Oh yeah. Oh, young Christian, you think you can mess with me, the dear podcast and dear debater of For All Atheists? No, you're messing with the wrong guy. Don't play games with me. You're assuming the laws in this universe are the only possible ones. Well, guess what? If God is all powerful, then why can't he create an evolutionary process that is perfect? You Sorry, I get angry sometimes.
Yeah. Okay, I can't prove that these laws are necessary for the universe, but I don't think you're getting my point. You're asking me to imagine a world with physics and chemistry that can support a complex world without any malfunction. Perfect DNA replication means no mutation, and without that we can't evolve. Or without an immune system that never fails, we can never fight new diseases. I'm not saying that these laws are necessary, but I'm just saying you have a huge burden that you have to prove in order to say that God can create a world that's perfect.
Come on, your God is surely all powerful. I'm sure he knows what to do in order to make the mechanics of the universe work in a perfect way.
Maybe he can. Or maybe this is just like asking for a square circle. From the evidence we have of chemistry and evolution, I think what you're asking is conceptually impossible.
Needs to exist.
Oi! Alright, you know what? You've been asking all the questions. Here's a question for you, Alex O'Con. Which worldview supports suffering the best? Because you're saying children dying is wrong, not just something we dislike. But on atheistic naturalism, I don't think you have the grounds to say...
Okay, I'm gonna have to interrupt. Let me answer, you dumb dog. I don't need God to understand suffering is bad. I'm a moral realist, and I think there are objective moral rules, like how math is objective.
I think your view has serious problems. According to your view, moral facts would be pretty strange entities. They're not physical, they're not mental, because humans don't need to think about morals in order for them to be true. They're just there, and they're forcing us to act. They're not like math, which gives us rules. Morals are objective things that force us to act in a certain way. How do we know these moral facts? Rational intuition? Why would our brain track morality rather than build up through evolutionary programming? With Christianity, God created us with morality in our minds. But for you, a sociopath could say, there's an abstract fact saying that harming is bad. Okay, why do I care about this abstract fact? And to be honest, why should he, Alex O'Connor? Why should he care about this moral entity rather than his desires? But theism offers the explanation that morality isn't just free-floating spirits, but it's grounded in the nature of God, and it truly gives us fulfillment.
But the Euthyphro dilemma, are things good because God commands them, or does God command them because they're good?
Now look, Alex O'Connor, I'm not defending the divine command theory, I'm simply stating that God is the good. Moral facts are about the way God is, his character. But now look, Christianity has some pretty costly pains, worse than atheism. But your objection of evil needs objective morality to work. You need to say suffering is objectively wrong and God is objectively obligated to do something about it. But you can't. So yeah, suffering may be more likely without God. But claiming moral wrongness of it is pretty hard as an atheist. Is that true, guys? No, it's not true. Well, okay. Wait, what the heck? Alex O'Connor, you're disappearing. No! Alex!
No! I'm dating! No! I see you! Atheistic mother!
We weren't even done, and everyone's gone. To be honest, I have no idea what he was saying. He was actually winning. And what the heck? Another person.
Hello! I'm Zakir Naik, and I'm here because I wear a Nike.
Oh, take a seat, Zakir Naik. Come here.
No, it's all good. I don't like to sit down. She said Jesus is God. I would like to contest that. In Matthew 24:36, I don't know the hour. Luke 12:8, Matthew 4:10, Mark 8:19, Genesis 3:16, Chronicles 20:98, and last of all, Surah 8 verse 2, Surah 2.
Hang on. You even got a surah in there?
Oops, sorry. I wasn't meant to say that. Oh, but I want you, young man, to give me an unequivocal, unambiguous, and clear statement that Jesus said he God. You see, we Muslims serve Christ more than you ever will, because Jesus, peace be upon him, has stated that he is only a prophet and servant of God, peace be upon him, and peace be upon him in his ministries.
Alright, well, Jesus actually has an interesting response when being condemned to crucifixion. The high priest asks, "Are you the Messiah?" And Jesus says, "I am, and you shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven." If you were a Jew, you'd be thinking about Daniel's prophecy, which talks about this. The Son of Man coming in power and glory with sovereign dominion. And let me ask you, Zakir Naik, is that what a prophet does? They come with power and glory? Not sure about that. I don't think that's something you'd expect from a prophet. In fact, the high priest was so mad when he said that. He said, "You are blaspheming." So what? Is he just a prophet saying, "I will be coming in power and glory"? Or is he claiming his divinity? Zakir Naik, what do you have to say about that?
I'll sit down now that my legs feel very tired. Okay, Jesus might have said these words, but there's a difference in what you say and what you do.
Jesus' resurrection is actually very historical, and I don't think that the disciples were lying when they said they saw him. You say this. You're gonna say this to me right now. It was all Paul. Yes? Yeah, okay. It's all Paul, sure. No, it's not all Paul. You stupid buffoon. Sorry, I shouldn't say that to the elderly. However, Paul didn't just come up with this claim of, "Oh yeah, the resurrection happened," because he said, "Oh, I don't bring these claims. Listen to the 500 other witnesses that saw him in his resurrection."
Okay, I hear your case, but I'm gonna go home and look on ChatGPT and look up the arguments that I need to provide my case against yours. Alright, I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna go to India for...
Okay, have a good trip.
Have a good day.
What are you doing? What? What's this guy?